Major Mohammed Ali Shah joins us on the broadcast to talk more on this. Very good morning, Major Shah. What do you react, and probably what is your comments on this information, wherein it is the third time that China has, it's not a big surprise of course, but China has blocked the India-US proposal to blacklist this particular Sajid Mir, who is most wanted. He is the global terrorist and he is most wanted in India.
Riyanka, it's indeed very, very disturbing and not surprising, as you said, but very, very disturbing and unnerving at the very fact that US proposal and India proposal, China blocks it every time. I mean, there's enough of evidence. There's a reward of $5 million on him. I mean, he's proved as a terrorist. How do they differentiate? How does China differentiate between a terrorist and a global terrorist? He is a global terrorist. And what is the problem? I mean, if we put them, if we blacklist him and if we put him as a global terrorist, China always wants to, just because Pakistan is giving side with China and Pakistan siding with them, so they want to always do that. I think it's like rather. I'm so sorry, there was a call coming from my phone.
Right.
So I think it is really silly and it is very, very unnerving. And it's about time that China stops interfering in our matters at all. It's nothing concerning them. Sajid Mir is not even a Chinese. I can still imagine had he been a Chinese bully. Oh my goodness. It is like really, really ridiculous. And it is, why we do not get a permanent seat in the UN, Riyanka. Though India is responsible for China becoming a permanent member in the UN when Jawaharlal Nehru gave up the seat to China. And China is responsible for us, where we are the largest contributors to the UN. But why is it that they feel that we should not become a permanent member? So this all the time China does that, and it is very disturbing. It's very frustrating, I would rather say that. It is very frustrating. And I personally, as an army man, I am very disturbed about it, Priyanka. So right now, in fact, and we are not, our Prime Minister is in Uzbekistan right now for the SCO summit. The Chinese Prime Minister Xi Jinping is there, the Pakistani Prime Minister Shahbaz Sharif is there. But of course, we are not going to, and our Prime Minister made very, very clear, he is not going to be meeting or dealing or speaking to anybody who encourages or harbors terrorism, as simple as that. And though the fact that, he met the head of state of Uzbekistan, President Putin of Russia, but of course, China and Pakistan, and they have, and China, let me tell you, China is they're going to be having elections very soon. So they would be needing to appease their people. They would be needing indirectly India's support as well. And China withdrew troops from Gogra Hot Spring just a few days before because they were under the fear that because India is a large contributor to the SCO. And if India gets disturbed by that fact and does not come for example, if India says, okay, I do not want to participate in the SCO, then China will also bear the brunt. So China is trying to, and they are being really ridiculous. I don't know what to say about this, Riyanka. It is really sad. Sajid Mir, the mastermind, the handler of the 26/11 attacks in India, where US placed a reward of $5 million. Is China trying to say that US is a fool? That they have placed a reward of $5 million is no joke. And he most certainly, he is a global terrorist. And if we do not nip these things in the bud, a small crime can lead to a bigger crime. A small act of terror, there's nothing a small act of terror. Terror is terror. And it can become terror can become a global terror. And he already is. What is a global terror? Had he been doing terrorist activities in Pakistan, then yes, I can imagine. He is doing terrorist activities in India. Internationally, that is, right? So he is a global terrorist. There's no doubt about that. And I hope good sense prevails in China soon, Priyanka.
All right, Major Shah, thank you for giving us your views and comments on that story.